a divine revelation just for you. The Lord has asked me to deliver this urgent word to you. It is no coincidence that you're encountering this message now. Someone has been crying, not out of sadness, but because they've seen the truth about you. The angels showed me a powerful vision, a person with a broken heart, eyes filled with tears, whispering between sobs, "You are so much more than I imagined." This is not an ordinary word. This is a heavenly confirmation. You have been underestimated. You've walked among people who failed to see your worth, who ignored your light. But heaven has always known exactly who you are. Today, the angel said to me, "This person can no longer hide what they feel. Their tears are sincere. Now they know the truth." Don't walk away. What I'm about to share next is an answer to the deepest prayers of your heart. There is a transformation happening, and you are at its center. This message was reserved for you. When God speaks, everything shifts. You are not here by accident. Heaven has appointed this moment to reveal a truth that many have overlooked. I witnessed a scene that stirred me to my soul. Someone walking alongside you, perhaps someone who once viewed you with indifference or contempt, is now weeping. They cry because the veil has been lifted. They now recognize the light within you. They weep and repeat, "You are much more than I imagined." Your tears have been collected by angels. Your silence, your inner battles, your sleepless nights, nothing has gone unseen. And now heaven is beginning to respond. Prepare your heart, because what I'm about to share with you is sacred. This message is for sensitive souls, for those who have been hurt, ignored, misunderstood. God is beginning to elevate those who have been cast aside, and you are one of them. Don't let doubt steal this moment. Don't walk away. This could be a spiritual turning point in your life. Someone has finally recognized who you are, and that recognition has shifted everything. A divine presence has watched over you in silence. You were never alone. Even when you felt rejected, even when you believed no one understood you, this silent presence observed you with compassion and love. The angels revealed to me that heavenly eyes have been upon you, not to judge, but to protect, to guide you through pain. While you cried in silence, they remained by your side. When you wondered why others failed you, they held you up spiritually. And when you thought you couldn't go on, they lifted your prayers to the throne of God. That person who now weeps for you didn't see what you carried in your soul before. Your worth was never defined by their opinions. It was decreed by heaven from the beginning. God may have seemed silent, but he was never absent. He has been watching your faithfulness, your ability to believe even when no signs appeared. And now, heaven begins to move in your favor. This invisible presence is not an illusion. It is real. It is divine. It has waited for the precise moment to unveil what is coming next. That moment is now. Some people may never understand your process, but those who are spiritually attuned will feel this message echo in their soul. If you've ever felt an invisible presence guiding you through your darkest hours, write in the comments, "God has never left me. I believe in divine protection." Every word written here is an act of faith, and faith moves mountains. You may not have known it, but as you walked with a broken heart, heaven watched over you. It wasn't a casual glance. It was love in its purest form. A divine presence has walked with you through every painful moment, every sleepless night, and every morning you wanted to give up. People may judge you through human eyes, by your appearance, your past, your mistakes. But there is a gaze that comes from above, a gaze that sees your soul. Have you felt it? That sense that someone was watching over you, even when things seemed lost? That was no coincidence. That was God. He sent angels, not to change what happened, but to ensure you never felt truly abandoned. While you asked, "Why is this happening to me?" heaven was preparing an answer. Someone close to you who once thought they understood you is now silent. They've realized, perhaps too late, that you are not ordinary, that there is something in you that defies explanation. And when they saw it, they couldn't hold back the tears. Pause for a moment. Write in the comments, "God always watches me with love. Thank you for your presence, Lord." Your words are more than letters. They are seeds of faith that heaven honors. Those who walk beside you may never fully understand the weight you carry, the invisible mission embedded in your soul, the sacred wound you protect. And while many overlook it, one presence sees everything. Your silence has been heard. Your tears have echoed in the heavens. And now, the response begins. Your tears were seen by heaven. Don't ignore this sign. If you're reading this, it's because the time of revelation has arrived. Your tears have been counted in heaven, every single one. You may have believed that no one saw you when you cried silently, hidden away with your face buried in a pillow and a heart torn by sorrow. But heaven saw you. Your tears were never wasted. They were prayers in liquid form. The angels showed me a crystal bowl glowing with something sacred. Inside were your tears, each one collected carefully, every drop a word without voice, every sorrow a plea that rose directly to the heart of God. And now, He is about to transform your pain into promise. Someone who once dismissed your value is now crying for you. They may not speak it aloud, but their soul is whispering for forgiveness. Because now they see who you truly are. They feel the weight of the tears you shed and the strength it took for you to carry them. If you've ever cried without knowing why, say this aloud or write it. My tears have purpose. God has caught everyone. Declare it with courage. When you speak it, you seal it in the Spirit. Tears are not weakness. They're holy waters that cleanse the soul and stir the heavens. Don't hide your tears. What the world calls weakness, God calls connection. You've been more connected than you know. Today, heaven responds. Today your tears become signs. Doors will open. Long-awaited miracles will unfold. There's a place in heaven where the deepest secrets of the soul are kept. That's where your tears reside. Not as drops of sadness, but as divine messages. God doesn't require you to shout for Him to hear. He's heard you in every silent moment, counting every tear as if they were diamonds fallen from your spirit. There were nights you felt unloved, days you looked in the mirror and wondered, what's the point of going on? You longed desperately for a sign that you were not alone. This is that sign. This word is no coincidence. It's a whisper from heaven, a divine confirmation. Your tears have been seen. Your pain was never ignored. If you've ever cried in secret, Declare it in the comments. God saw my tears. My soul was heard. Every word you write is an act of faith, and faith moves mountains. Someone is crying now, not because they're losing you, but because they finally understand the depth you carried. They didn't see the weight before. But now, heaven has revealed who you are. Your soul has been refined by fire, not for destruction, but preparation. Your tears are about to become blessings. If you believe the best is yet to come, write, "My tears will be rewarded. My restoration is coming." Every declaration activates what heaven has already decreed. That person always underestimated your light. They saw you but never looked with spiritual eyes. They judged you from the surface, measured your silence, your patience, your endurance, and got it all wrong. But now, they see what heaven saw all along. You weren't weak, you were wise. You weren't fragile, you were spiritual. You weren't invisible. You were shining too brightly for unready eyes. If you've ever felt unseen, say, "My light comes from God. Now I understand who I am." Your words create spiritual affirmation. Don't underestimate them. Some only recognize the value of someone after losing them. That's what's happening now. Someone who had you close never valued you. Now they cry, not out of anger, but regret. You weren't just anyone. You were a divine assignment in their life. Even though it hurts, this revelation is part of your purpose. You don't need revenge. Your light speaks louder than anything. God will ensure those who belittle you witness how He lifts you. If you're ready to be exalted, write, "My time has come. God will do me justice." The pain they caused by underestimating you was never about your failure. It was about their inability to understand your presence. You weren't problematic. You were a mirror revealing the places they were afraid to see. They now weep, not because they lost control, but because they lost something irreplaceable. You were the gift they didn't know how to receive. Your light was real. Your presence was healing. Your spirit was anointed. Now that you are no longer by their side, they realize the magnitude of what they lost. If anyone has ever underestimated you, say, "My worth comes from heaven. I am light in the darkness." You don't need to argue with darkness. You shine. You illuminated others even while walking your own shadowed path. You loved, even when met with indifference. Today, heaven honors you. Heaven reminds me that you were never a mistake. You were a blessing disguised as a test. Say boldly, "I was sent by God. My presence has purpose." Your affirmation may be the spark another soul needs. Even when others fail to recognize your light, heaven never missed a single flicker. If someone has finally recognized your worth, write, "My essence is eternal. Now they understand who I am." Every word you write here sends echoes into the spiritual realm. Heaven's confirmation, you are so much more. Do not underestimate what you declare with your fingertips. The moment of revelation wasn't just painful for her, it was also a divine warning. Because when God allows someone to see who you truly are, He also shows them what they lost. And that realization carries a weight that cannot be easily erased. The certainty that she once had a chosen soul nearby and did not know how to care for it. If you've ever felt unappreciated, write in the comments, "I am a chosen soul," or "My presence leaves a divine imprint." Others reading this message may need to recognize the same truth in themselves. An angel was sent to touch her heart, not through chance, not by someone else's persuasion. It was a heavenly messenger with one mission: to reveal the truth she had long ignored. While she slept, heaven spoke. While you walked your silent path, the Spirit began opening her eyes. This wasn't a fleeting sense of guilt. It was a profound revelation. The angel did not show her your flaws. He did not remind her of your past. He revealed your soul, your quiet sacrifices, your purity, your silent prayers, your tears, and your unwavering faithfulness. At that moment, her heart broke. If you believe angels have intervened in your life, write, "Angels have guided me," or "God revealed my truth." Your testimony may awaken another soul who needs to know heaven is still speaking. The angel's touch wasn't physical, but it was real. It brought a deep conviction, a spiritual shock that shook her emotions. Now she knows your true essence. And more than that, she knows God stands with you. If you feel heaven is backing you up, write, "God has my back," or "My truth is seen by heaven." Every comment is a prophetic act, a spiritual echo of your faith. There was a sacred moment that changed everything. Not a conversation, not a photo or memory. It was something beyond human understanding. While you thought all was lost, heaven was preparing an answer. An angel descended and placed in her soul a truth she could no longer deny. You are so much more than she ever imagined. The angel's touch was not gentle. It was a spiritual jolt. It shattered her perceptions and opened her eyes. She could no longer justify her indifference. She could no longer tell herself that you didn't matter. Heaven finally showed her that you were never random. You were a divine assignment. If you believe angels are still working today, write, "Angels reveal the truth." God uses angels to defend me. Every word you write breathes life into others. The angel did not speak with human words. He spoke with presence, with truth. And now the person who once walked with pride carries something new: the weight of recognition, the sorrow of having ignored a heaven-sent gem. That revelation is transforming her. Because when God opens someone's eyes, there is no going back. She now sees your worth, feels the void of your absence, and realizes how deeply she failed to honor one of the greatest blessings she ever held. If you've ever been overlooked, write, "I was a gift from God and they didn't see me." My value comes from heaven, not human approval. Your words may open the door for another soul suffering silently. The awakening was not rehearsed. It wasn't born out of guilt. It was a moment of surrender, a soul laid bare through tears and truth. After silence, distance, and wounds, she finally spoke. She looked at you through tear-stained eyes and whispered what her soul had always known. You are so much more. With a trembling voice and humbled spirit, she saw what once seemed invisible, now radiating with divine clarity. You are stronger than she imagined, brighter, deeper. You carry the presence of God. If you're still waiting for someone to acknowledge the light within you, comment now, "I am so much more in God. My value doesn't depend on anyone, only heaven." These words, though simple, carry eternal weight. They weren't spoken from intellect. They flowed from the Spirit. It was divine conviction that could no longer be restrained. And you, who have longed to be seen, receive this now as a heavenly confirmation. God has always known. You are so much more. Heaven has confirmed your worth. If your heart stirs while reading this, write in the comments, "This word was for me." Thank you, Lord, for reminding me who I am. Don't underestimate what your fingers type. Your declarations are being sealed in heaven. Before you move on to the next chapter, pause and hear this. Sometimes, a single sentence can shake the soul. A single declaration can shatter pride, break barriers, and dissolve denial. That's what happened when someone, voice trembling through tears, finally spoke what they should have acknowledged all along. When the soul is confronted with truth, there are no words, only tears, regret, and silence. That person's reaction to discovering who you truly are wasn't anger or pride. It was the weight of deep regret pressing on her chest like a sacred stone. And from that weight came tears. Not tears from wounded ego, but tears of recognition. Now she understands what she lost. Now she sees that you were not just a passing moment, but a purpose in her destiny. Seeing the light she once rejected, she could only fall silent. And that silence? It isn't empty. It's sacred space, where the soul asks for forgiveness without words, and the heart begins to heal, even when it hurts. If you've ever seen someone fall silent after hurting you, speak up now. Their silence confirmed my courage. Regret has a voice, too. Your words may liberate someone still grappling with that same confusion. Not everyone can say, "I was wrong." But when the soul feels it, the body speaks. Through trembling hands, downcast eyes, unexpected tears. Those speak louder than 1,000 empty apologies. God is allowing that person to experience an internal restoration. And though you are no longer by their side, your light continues to impact them. If you believe your absence left a spiritual imprint, write, "My departure brought light." God used me, even when I wasn't valued. Every comment here is an offering of faith, a sign that heaven is still writing your story. Don't seek comfort in revenge. Your power is in knowing you were real from the beginning, pure in intention, genuine in love. Now that silence from someone who ignored you has become the greatest confession you could have received. Write in the comments, "I sowed light and God will defend me. Heaven is on my side." When the soul finally sees what it's lost, there are no explanations, just tears. That person, once confident and indifferent, who took you lightly, who never acknowledged your love, is now in spiritual shock. Not because you said anything, not because someone told her, but because heaven opened her eyes. And when she saw the magnitude of what she had rejected, the purity of your dedication, she could only cry. Tears that can't be held back, tears that don't seek comfort, tears that cleanse and wait. If you've ever been the cause of someone's late awakening, right now, my tears have been healed. Their regret doesn't stop me. Your words may be the balm another broken soul needs. And after the crying came silence, a deep, meaningful, overwhelming silence. She had no arguments left, no masks to wear. Only the truth remained. That silence said everything. Because when someone realizes they held something heavenly and let it go, the soul breaks. It was a divine confrontation. Even though you weren't there to see it, heaven showed it to me so you would know. Spiritual justice has already begun. If you believe someone's silence was their deepest confession, write, their silence spoke louder than words. God's justice never fails. Your comment could be the balm that another wounded heart is searching for. Now you walk forward, head high, with the peace of someone who gave everything in sincerity. That person now carries the weight of what they failed to treasure in time. If you're ready to continue your journey with peace, write, I forgave, but I won't go back. Heaven has elevated your identity. Oh, my soul has already been healed by God. Every word you leave here is a spiritual seed destined to touch lives beyond your own. You are not where you are by accident. Every hardship, every tear, every betrayal was part of your preparation. Heaven has begun to raise your spiritual value. While others tried to dim your brilliance, God ignited a brighter flame within your soul, one that no one can extinguish. This isn't about human recognition, applause, or validation. This is divine promotion, an honor that only comes from above. What was once hidden now begins to shine. People who once ignored you will begin to ask, what changed? Why does your presence carry such weight? Why does your voice carry such authority? The answer is simple. God has clothed you in glory and positioned you for greater purpose. If you feel God is elevating you, write in the comments, I am being promoted by God. My value is in heaven, not on earth. Your public declaration is an act of faith that opens invisible doors. You are no longer who you were in the valley. You now carry an anointing that can only be received through pain, a spiritual weight that can't be bought or learned. It's earned through tears, battles, and silent faithfulness. God saw how you stood firm, how you didn't speak ill of those who betrayed you, how you prayed for those who hurt you. Now, He is rewarding you. If you've been humbled before this promotion, write, God saw me in the valley. The honor of God is upon me. Your words may be the encouragement someone needs to keep going today. And what's coming isn't just spiritual. It brings open doors, right relationships, divine connections, and unexpected opportunities. This is the fulfillment of heaven's original plan for your life. God is saying, now is the time to reveal what you sowed in secret. Now is the time for others to see what I saw in you from the very beginning. If you feel this word in your spirit, comment, this is my time. I received my heavenly promotion. Every comment activates this word in the spiritual realm. Heaven knows who you are. Stop minimizing yourself. Heaven knows exactly who you are. You've spent too long trying to fit in, believing you weren't enough. But here's eternal truth. Heaven has always seen you. Before you had a name, you had a purpose. You were already known by the eyes of God. You are not small. You are not weak. You are not a mistake. You are a child of promise, a divine answer for this generation, a light in a fading world. If you've ever felt insignificant, comment, God knows my essence. I will no longer minimize myself. Your written voice is a prophetic act. What you declare now will be activated. People may have made you feel ordinary, replaceable, irrelevant. But let me speak truth over you. What others failed to see, heaven celebrated. What they dismissed, God is now raising up. Don't shrink because of their blindness. Don't dim your light for their comfort. You were created to stand out. You were molded by the hand of the Creator. You are living evidence that God still works in secret. Write in the comments, "I will no longer hide. I am who heaven says I am." Each letter you leave behind is part of your spiritual awakening. Heaven hears your voice. Heaven knows your thoughts. And right now, the Spirit reminds you, you are not what you've been through. You are who I declared you to be. Confirm this truth by writing, "I accept my heavenly calling. Heaven has already recognized me." Let your faith speak loudly. Declare it now. This message wasn't invented. It came to me in prayer, in vision, with urgency. You're not alone. Heaven is speaking. But it's time to open the eyes of your spirit. Angels are working on your behalf. They're protecting your path. They're preparing the ground ahead and using ordinary signs to capture your attention. If you've noticed patterns the world overlooks, write, "I've seen signs from heaven. The angels are guiding me." Your testimony may be someone else's confirmation today. Angels don't shout, they whisper. They communicate through nudges, divine synchronicities, subtle sensations that only the spiritually sensitive can discern. That butterfly flying into your home, that number sequence repeating, that dream returning night after night, it's all part of heaven's design. God is using messengers to say, "Do not fear. I am with you. I'm preparing you for something greater." Right now, if you know this message is for you, the angels are speaking to me. I open my eyes to divine signs. Every word in the comments is a declaration of spiritual sensitivity. Let your voice be heard. Rise with faith. A divine call to restoration and justice. Do not be ashamed of your faith. Express it boldly. Do not ignore the signs or silence your intuition. Heaven communicates with those who are willing to listen. And right now, your spirit is being activated. God is raising up a silent army. Souls like yours who have been overlooked, yet carry a deep connection to the supernatural. If this resonates with you, confirm your place in this movement by writing, "I am part of the awakening. Oh, God is training me in secret." Prepare yourself. A time of restoration is approaching. What the enemy tried to destroy, what life tore away, what pain attempted to extinguish, God is about to restore it. This is not motivational fluff. It's a prophetic announcement, a declaration from heaven itself. What was lost will be returned. Not the same, but greater, stronger, and more glorious. The restoration will not only be emotional, but spiritual, physical, financial, and relational. God has not forgotten your tears or ignored your battles. His hand is raised over your life, declaring, "This is the time of restoration." If you've been waiting for this season, comment, "I receive my restoration." Oh, nothing is lost to God. Each word you speak here activates an atmosphere of faith. Don't silence your spirit. Everything unjustly taken from you, every humiliation, every shameful moment is being prepared for sevenfold restoration. Dormant promises are about to be awakened. Closed doors will begin opening one after another. Strayed relationships will return, not to repeat the past, but to witness the finished work God is accomplishing in you. If you believe your story is being restored, write, "My story does not end in defeat. Oh, the glory of God will restore everything." Your declaration isn't just personal. It's activating restoration for your home, your family, your bloodline. God is aligning resources, people, moments, and angels. Even if you can't see it yet, you will feel it. Prepare your heart. Cleanse your interior. Forgive what still burdens you. Let go of what no longer serves your destiny. The new will not enter hands that cling to resentment. Confirm it now. I am ready for the new. Oh, my restoration is on its way. Justice belongs to heaven. Divine justice is moving in your favor. God has seen what they did to you. He heard what was said behind your back. He witnessed your humiliation, your silence, every injustice that tried to stifle your voice while your soul cried for vindication. Now justice from heaven is being activated. This is not revenge or human retribution. It is divine justice. And when God renders justice, no one can stop it. Those who betrayed you, mocked you, or took advantage of your kindness are about to witness how God exalts you publicly. If you've ever been hurt without reason, declare, God will give me justice. I trust the judgment of heaven. This is your surrender to heavenly authority. God's justice does not arrive late. It comes at the perfect time. When your heart is clean, when you desire restoration, not revenge, He will bring truth to light and reward you publicly. Everything you lost for doing what was right, everything you sacrificed to stand firm in faith, will be returned multiplied. If you believe it's your time of vindication, write, my reward comes from heaven. Oh, heaven has defended me in secret. Your words can be the flame that rekindles hope in someone who feels abandoned by earthly justice. You don't need to fight with words. You don't need to prove anything. God is already speaking on your behalf. Even now, as you read this, things are being resolved. Signatures, decisions, movements. Everything is aligning to place your name where it has always belonged, in places of honor. If this word is falling upon your life, write, I am entering my time of justice. Oh, the truth will lift me up. The power of mercy. Pray for those who looked down on you. Not so they return, not so they understand, but because you now walk at a higher level. Understand, what they did to you was part of your divine formation. That person who rejected you, underestimated you, and made you feel invisible is now confronted with the void left by your absence. Even if they never speak it aloud, their soul is crying out. Your duty now isn't to judge, it's to pray. While you pray for them, God continues working in you. If you choose to forgive in spirit, write, I pray for those who hurt me. I bless those who look down on me. This public act of mercy activates a wave of healing that will touch other lives. Forgiving is not weakness, it's spiritual authority. Only the strong forgive. Only the mature release. Only the anointed bless those who curse them. You were not born to be bound by bitterness. You were created for spiritual freedom. And freedom begins with sincere prayer. Lord, do for them what you did for me. Break them. Transform them. Lift them up. If you're choosing release today, write, I forgive, I release, I move forward. Oh, my soul matters more than my pride. Someone may read your comment and decide to forgive too. God is doing a secret work in the heart of the one who rejected you. He's using the pain they caused as a tool for their own transformation. You're being set apart for greater things. You're no longer a victim. You are a vessel of light for that confused soul. If you receive this revelation, write, I am an instrument of healing, not resentment. My love for God is greater than my wound. You are chosen. Don't stop now. After all you've endured, every wound, trial, and silence, God wants you to hear this clearly. You are chosen. Don't stop now. You weren't chosen to please everyone. You were chosen to shine where others fade, to stand when others collapse, and to bring clarity where confusion reigns. You are not ordinary. You are appointed. You are marked. You are anointed. What burns inside you is not fleeting emotion. It's divine fire. It's eternal purpose. It's a sacred calling. If you feel this confirmation in your spirit, write in the comments, "I am chosen. I will not stop. Oh, God called me and I will answer." Your words seal your identity. What you declare, heaven will support. This word will not fade with this video. It will live in you, walk with you, strengthen you through every day and every night. If you feel this truth stirring within you, confirm it with your living faith. This word was for me. I accept my call. God is lifting me up. Don't leave without declaring it. Your words seal this truth in your spirit and may awaken faith in someone else. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Heaven is already moving on your behalf. You are chosen. Don't stop.